Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about An Affair to Remember. And this movie came out in 1957, starring Cary Grant. I like Cary Grant. I think he's good in the movie, and that's pretty much the only reason why I saw it, is because I like him. And I normally don't do that, just follow an actor that I like. I normally follow directors that I like, but this movie I thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it was kind of funny and thoroughly enjoyable. For most of the movie, if not all of it, I would say kind of just watching it, thinking how an audience member would react to this in the 50s. And from that perspective, I was kind of able to enjoy it a bit more than I probably would otherwise. Because had I seen this movie way back in the day, I probably would have loved it or really liked it. And I liked how the characters were set up in this movie. And the performances, I thought everyone did a good job, and the characters themselves are very simple, but at the same time, they're still interesting to watch because it's a movie with very simple goals, and it's a simple story, and everything's nice and simple for you to follow along with. And the comedy in the movie worked for me. There was visuals that were pretty funny, like visual gags, and sure, it's kind of like showing off, hey, this is funny, and sure, it was still funny, and I probably would have preferred it to not be so obvious in terms of how funny the joke was or what the joke was intending on being, but nevertheless, I still laughed whenever there was a joke. Like, I don't really recall any moments where I was cringing or a joke was just so bad that it left much of an impression on me. But going back to the two main leads, they did have chemistry, and I thought that they worked very well in the film. And the movie focuses on them a lot, obviously, with the title being An Affair to Remember. Like, you want to remember something about this movie, and this has to be important, and the movie does a good job at making this memorable, this story work as well as it does. And there's a really good piano scene in the middle of the movie that I really enjoyed, and the characters are very likable also in this film. Even the side characters I like a lot. But to go into my negatives, I didn't really have many. In fact, I didn't really have many notes while watching this movie, because after about halfway through, I stopped taking notes for the most part, and I was just watching what was happening because there wasn't really anything noteworthy halfway through the movie. Like, after the first half of the movie, there wasn't anything else to take note of, if I'm being perfectly honest. And one thing that really stood out to me was the child acting. I wasn't really a fan of it, and there were some scenes in this movie that went on for way too long. Like, there's an entire scene where characters are singing, like little kids are singing, and honestly, I have no idea why that went on for as long as it did. And honestly, about halfway through, things started to feel as though they were going to get very repetitive. But fortunately, that doesn't exactly happen. But it does kind of play in directions that you would expect. So, like, this is not a movie that breaks narrative structures that are traditional. And there was also one part of the movie that's very crucial to the plot that I just felt was poorly communicated because how it was shown. I was like, you could have communicated this in a way that was a lot better. But in terms of issues that I have with the movie, that's about it. I didn't really have much to say about it by the time the movie was over. I was like, yep, that was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't regret watching it. It was on Netflix, and I'm happy that I watched it. So if this movie looks interesting to you, then I guess check it out. Should be pretty easy for you to find. Like I said, it's on Netflix, and I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a good movie. It's just nothing special to me, unfortunately. It's just nice, simple entertainment. That's all it is. That's all it needs to be, and I'm happy with what we got. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give An Affair to Remember a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of An Affair to Remember, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Fully Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Final Destination. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.